Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I hope you stay around. Let's get into the video. My mic just popped out of my phone, so maybe I haven't had my mic in this whole time. So today I want to try the Pantone Color of the Year, like kind of moussey look. And I'm gonna start off with the foundation. So this shade, I'm using 17N, actually recommended by my color analysis. And this was the last thing I bought in Korea, and I bought this because we had leftover won and in cash and I wanted to use it, so it was enough for this. But I don't know if I got like a bad product in the airport because everyone's been raving about this, and when I use it I was like, oh, like it's okay. Like I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but everyone loves it. And I don't know if it's because like the product that I got, it barely has any product in it. I have to press so much to get it to show. Like even when I'm putting it at the back of my cushion, it looks so patchy. So I'm just like, how is this the best cushion when like I'm digging into it and it's like coming out patchy at the back? Coverage is not giving. It looks so patchy. Okay, I've used tweezers and flip the cushion upside down, so now it looks like it has more foundation at the bottom. Okay. There, it blends out a lot nicely. I have to say, I do like the formulation in terms of like once you put it on, it kind of like sets in your face. You don't have to like set it or like use extra product to like make sure it sticks down, which is really nice because some foundations when you put it on, it still kind of slides around your face and then you gotta put powder to make sure it sets. But this one, you can skip the powder and it's like sticking on really nicely on my skin. Like I'm touching it and you don't really see like the foundation or like it coming off, which is nice. I'll have to try this a few more times again to see if I like it. I put a cute little sticker on mine though. When you look at the color of the year, it definitely looks more like a cool tone grayish brown, but I don't know guys, when I put grayish brown shadow, apparently it will look good on me because I'm muted summer, right? But I don't really feel like it fits my personality. Like it's too cool and like chic and edgy, but I'm gonna try to do kind of like a cool tone brown look and make it look more feminine and like girly like me, I guess. I have this palette from cbeautymall. I forgot what it's called in English, but it has a lot of like moussey browns. I feel like this one really suits the color. Let's try it. So a little update about my skin. I feel like my hormonal acne that used to be all around my jawline, it kind of migrated upwards. So now I don't know if it's because of hormonal or something, but now on the sides of all of my face I've been getting, and like my cheek area I've been getting acne there, which really sucks because like I thought it was mostly, oh my god, that's super dark, mostly kind of like hormonal and have to do with my hormones or whatever, but now I have no idea what's causing it. Maybe it's my bad sleeping habits because I haven't been sleeping really well since like the New Year's. Okay, I feel like I don't really like how I'm going with this. The color is nice, but I feel like it's already way too dark than what I want it to be. I know you're not supposed to mix cool and warm tones today, but I'm gonna try to like mix in some warm tones. I'm gonna go with the Seek Warm palette, and I'm gonna just do it for my bottom and see how it goes. Using the darkest shades around here. One of my New Year's resolution is to be more consistent with working out at the gym because I feel like it really does make a difference in how I feel and how my body is. I just gotta be more consistent. I've been trying to go like once every week, but I feel like that's not enough. I want to do at least like twice a week. I know like you're supposed to go like 4 times a week or something, but I feel like it's just too much. And it's really bad because like at least when I was living in Japan, I had to like move and like walk a lot, but now that I moved to Canada, like it's snowing outside and like the life here is just kind of different. so I haven't been walking as much, and I've just been like staying at home a lot. I'm so inactive in terms of my daily life. Don't really go out as often as I used to. So that's why I feel like going to the gym is important, for me at least this year, and I hope I can be more consistent with it. Using the Judy Doll contour palette to do my YesStyle today. I've also just made a video about this if you want a full tutorial. Aside from that, I also want to continue my content creation. Honestly, it's been really hard, and I know like a lot of people say, oh, when you start out you shouldn't care about numbers or whatever, but it really does matter, because sometimes I'll just be doing it, and I mean I am having fun, but it just feels nice to see numbers grow. It's definitely not easy making content and like trying to be on top of things. It's kind of like a competition with all the other people online, and there's so many people online, and on top of that, like, it does take a good amount of time. And also there's a lot of like self-critic, like, oh, I don't feel like my content is doing enough or like good enough. And sometimes it's just like you just gotta post it. The reason why I'm able to do content creation kind of like this and not worry about a job is because I can't get a job, because I keep saying I just moved to Canada, but it's almost been like a year at this point. I moved here of May last year, and I'm still waiting on my PR and my work visa. There were a bunch of complications, and it's just not ready, so I haven't been able to work at all, which is kind of like a blessing in disguise, because my work in Japan was so hectic and I was so stressed. It was super high stress, and like I was just overworked and super underpaid, and it feels really nice to like finally take a break, because it was just really hectic. I usually use an eyeshadow, and because it's so much more pigmented, it takes a lot less time to do the YesStyle than like using this. So I don't know, but it looks more natural when I build it up like this, so I don't know which I prefer. And then there's posting on multiple platforms, which like, yeah, it should be easy enough, because I'll just make a reel or something and just like repost it on my TikTok or whatever. But sometimes I feel like the algorithm for each site is different. Kind of hard to make content that would do well on all 3 platforms. That's really rare. Sometimes it would do better on YouTube Shorts, sometimes it would do better on TikTok, and sometimes it'll do better on Instagram. But I realized like my TikTok like hasn't been growing. I mean, it's grown like consistently, but not like super viral or anything. I've never been viral. See, this is why I like to use the eyeshadow, because like you draw a line and it's like it shows up easy, and then you can kind of blend it out. At the same time, I feel like sometimes it can be really harsh, like a harsh line. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I'm not loving my eye makeup right now. I think this like grayish brown does not look good on me, so I'm gonna try to mask it with some warm tones. And I knew it, like mixing warm and cool tones on your eye just does not look good. This is not the look I was hoping I'll get. So one thing that me and my boyfriend just finished was The Last of Us, both the game, but we're not done with the series yet, because the series you can only watch it on like HBO, I think, and like Crave, and we don't have Crave, so we've been watching it with my brother's sister and his brother-in-law. If you haven't played the game yet, but you're not a gamer, I would definitely suggest you watch someone play it, because it's different from the series, but at the same time like it's also kind of similar. I think like genuinely and overall it's such a good game. And I remember watching it like back in the day when I was a teen, and I remember watching PewDiePie play it. Oh my god. I'll be really honest and say I'm liking this look a lot less and less as we progress. I think it might also have to be the fact that these contact lenses, like, I've just grown not as fond. Like, the color is very pretty, but I haven't been very fond of these lenses that doesn't have like a ring around the lens, because for me, because my eyes are so small, when I have lenses like this without a border, it makes my eyes a lot smaller. That's what I feel like. So I've been loving the ones with the like little borders, and ones that are like, yes, you can see that they're color, but like not like crazy obvious. And even if it's crazy obvious, I kind of want a border around it still, just because of like how small my eyes look. I don't know, it just looks really weird. I don't like how my makeup is turning, but I'm gonna continue going in with the eyeliner. How like when I draw it like upwards like this, it looks different, but when I go like this, it looks different. Monolids are a bit crazy like that. Maybe it's because of the YesStyle pencil, because it's more yellow, and now on top of like this grayish brown color, it does not look good. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix it, but I know this YesStyle pencil is kind of hard, because once you draw on it and you let it sit a bit and it like sets, it's there. I'm gonna go in with the Judy Doll one, the highlighter side, because it's a little more neutral. Maybe it'll work better. Let's go over it. I don't know, for me, this look is becoming more and more of a dumpster fire dumpster truck. One other thing, I'm also kind of like reading, not really reading, a more like audiobook. I'm listening to a girl's guide to murder, and like, interesting, but sometimes I'm just like, I don't know if it's a bit too like kiddish for me, because it's like high school students, and also it's more like who did it, what happened, murder, mystery kind of thing, which sometimes I like, but at the same time I'm just like, I don't know, because I read like an adult version of something like that, and I remember like kind of enjoying it, but at the same time, like if you ask me about it again, I don't even remember the story anymore. It's kind of bad. I don't know if you guys, I love listening to audiobooks, but I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Like, reading and listening to books are like completely separate things, because I feel like when I read a book, I can remember a lot of details a lot more vividly for like a long period of time. Like after a year or two, or like how many years later, I'd still be like, yeah, I remember like reading this part and like this happened. But when I listen to an audiobook, sometimes like you ask me about like what the story was about, I'll like vaguely remember the story, but I don't really remember it fully. It's kind of annoying, because I'll remember, I'll be like, oh yeah, I really enjoyed this audiobook, but then you ask me the story and I'm just like, I don't really remember it. I just remember it being like good. Is it just me? I feel that's like really bad. So like, tell myself, why do I bother putting on like mascara, because it really does not make that much of a difference, especially with my monolids, and also like how short and stubby my lashes are. So especially for the top one, you can barely even see anything, but for the bottom, I would never ever skip it. I'm just gonna do my lashes real quick, because I really can't talk when I'm doing my lashes. It's just too hard. Okay, there, we got it. And then now I'm gonna do my blush. I don't know what blush I should go for, because I feel like I want to do like a brown look, but then the only type of brown blush I have is warm tone. I have this super muted kind of like purplish brownish tone, but it's more of like a base than an actual blush. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Judy Doll blush, and this one is the brown one. Hopefully it'll be okay, but this is very clearly warm tone. I'm gonna just use a little bit. Mixing it with that muted blush makes it look not as vibrant, I guess. I'm using the Lily by Red lip liner, and this one's like gray and number 3. Starting my Cupid's bow, and down. I have a double lip line, so I can't line my lips too much. I look really weird. So I just want to do the top here so it kind of shortens my fulcrum. I recently got this Laka lip tint and it stains so well, but it's more on the glossy side if you have it on. So today I'm gonna try this one. I've got this a while ago, but I haven't tried it. It's a Chinese brand called Into You, and this is in the shade EM05, and it's a brown color, so I think it's really fitting. And I also feel like when I saw that moussey color, it reminds me of something like really matte, so I want to kind of go with a matte color instead of like having glossy look. I think I went with an actual brown color because it looks more of a warmish brown, like warmish nudie. Mixing cool tone and warm tone, I don't know if it's worth it. The color is very pretty though, but it definitely clashes with my eye right now. What I can do to kind of fix this is go back in with that gray shade and kind of cool this down a bit. Maybe it'll work. I feel like it worked. It's giving me concealer lips. I don't know. It's trying on some new lashes I bought. I don't really think I like them all that much. They are really separated and really natural looking, but unfortunately I don't think they're long enough. Like, they're not long enough that it's obvious because of my monolids as well. And then I forgot to film an outro, and this is the final look. Let me know what you think. Actually, at the end of the day, I kind of like this look. It's a bit different, and follow for more girly beauty.